Hello, this is Eleanor.
Hello, this is Phil.
And you're listening to a dad
and his daughter figuring out ADHD
out loud.
Hello.
Hello again.
Hello again. Hi all.
Welcome to our little podcast.
Still
How
going.
happy are you?
I'm all right.
You're all right. I'm happy because we're doing our podcast.
Yeah, it's always a good day on a podcast day.
Podcast day, very nice day. I ask you how happy you are.
Okay. I'm guessing there's a reason.
There's a reason. I thought we'd... I think I might have even come up with the title of the episode before I've recorded it.
Wow.
This is Chasing the Dopamine.
Chasing the Dopamine, man.
Okay. The joys and the sorrows and the pitfalls and of our need for dopamine. That's the happy stuff in our heads, I think. Is that how you would describe it?
Yeah, so we all thrive on dopamine. I mean, people that aren't non-ADHDers, as we're going to call them in this podcast, they just get on with it. They're not always happy.
That's how some dopamine is. Dopamine, yeah.
They don't class it as dopamine because they don't.
That is dopamine,
but it is.
But they don't have a problem with it.
But
they don't have a problem regulating it.
No. So my dopamine.
Is it like a leaky oil in your car?
You know what? I never thought of it like that.
Is it like...
It's an oil leak, but not excessive. I don't know whether I could say that,
So most people have got a car, no oil leak. You've got oil, you need oil in your car.
Yeah.
So you drive your car, oil leak. Yeah, you have a service once, and maybe every couple of years, or...
It tops up with oil.
You need to change the oil. You need to top up your oil. That's fine.
So it's like we've got
an oil leak. So sometimes you get up, cars, there's no oil in the car. So the first thing you have to do is get some oil in your car.
Okay, so you're
constantly going around looking for where am I going to get oil from?
Yeah.
Does that work?
I would say so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
I've only just made that up.
I would just probably struggle with how are you finding anyway.
Well, exactly. That's the struggle.
Yeah.
How are you finding the oil?
I don't know.
Where are we getting the dopamine from?
Caffeine.
Caffeine. Does that work?
Most people will go, and ADHDers will agree, you search for caffeine.
Well, I always have a caffeine before I start this podcast because
caffeine kickstarts your dopamine.
Okay.
So that's
is that why I take it?
That is, and in a previous episode we spoke about me being on medication.
Yeah, you're on medication, so you don't have caffeine.
No, I do. I do now.
Oh, do you?
I just have to be careful with how much caffeine I have.
Okay.
Because the medication is got its own caffeine stuff in it.
Yeah.
So I'm already chasing the dopamine.
Okay. I just went to medication, which is a mix of two songs. Yeah. Sorry, it's
thanks for listening to me.
It's medication was it's a mix of a Hawkwind song and another band whose name I can't remember, who had a big hit in the old days. What were you saying?
How have we ever got to this stage and just not done it?
Primal Scream.
I was.
There you go.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Right.
What did you start?
So I was saying before.
You might have to tell me what you started with.
Saying that my medication is my caffeine.
Oh, right, okay.
But before I was medicated, I'd find that Monster was what was my dopamine.
Okay, that's strong. That's like 6 cups of coffee or something, isn't it? Or 3 or...
But it never kept me... So when I say it's not that it would keep me awake. So the caffeine that non-ADHDers would have would be like, I'm buzzing because they're awake. It does do it for ADHD people, but it's
I have to have a lot of it.
It's not that buzz that we have of I'm awake. Because I could have maybe 2 cans of Monster before I was
and that's too much.
But not be sleepy.
Like, you'll be sleepy.
That's not what I meant.
Is that what you meant?
No, it's not what I meant. What I meant was entirely. I could then still sleep.
Yes,
so
it doesn't
it didn't give me that.
Because it lifts you to a certain level where you can function,
yes.
but not super function where I can't stop sleeping because my brain's going, wow. No, my brain's not doing that. My brain's just awake now.
Yeah, and that's why people would have it.
So the first thing you do in the morning, I think we touched on this before, how much dopamine do you have in your head? When you wake up in the morning.
It's never full.
There's nothing there. Unless
it's
a special day.
It's not empty to the point of I'm incapable of getting out of bed.
Right.
So I don't have days where I'm just,
You don't have any days like that?
I can't.
You can't.
I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to have.
Yeah, you got
I make sure that my dopamine doesn't drop.
Because there are days when I fight it and I don't want to do it. So I'm quite good at saying this is ridiculous, knowing full well if you get out of bed and start, that is in itself is a dopamine thing. But there are some days when actually...
I mean, I'm sure there might be for me a few days where it's just like, oh, here we go again.
Yes.
But I have 2 kids that I've got to get up and ready for
where
school.
do we get the dopamine from?
So, for me...
Yep.
My first cup of tea in the morning...
Little bit of spark.
A little bit of
Okay, that lifts us up, but still got a whole day to get through.
Yeah.
Where do you get the dopamine from? Let's just look at where, in the past, where you got dopamine from.
So...
what do you like?
Music.
That's the way.
That's my dopamine hits. That's where I am super high on dopamine.
Is that a song?
No.
That's a good name for a song, isn't it? If you are a band... I want you to write super high on dopamine. Okay. There's a great song called Dopamine by Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath.
Okay, this is starting to turn out to just album drops and band drops. And that's
where my dopamine comes from.
So I'm happy.
But not always. Do you do that thing where you go, right, I'm going to put this on, and you it doesn't work?
The problem I've got is my dopamine does come from music, especially if I'm in the car driving. That's where I'm like, woohoo!
Yeah.
The problem I've got is if one song comes on and it doesn't do it, it doesn't give me that woof, I'm then spending good 5 minutes skipping through my album song tracks. No,
just let it go. Let it go. Just sit in the dopamineless space and something will kick in.
Yeah.
Don't do the search. I'm going to tell you now, this is a word of advice from your father.
Okay.
Don't. Just put it on shuffle. Make sure you got lots of play. Yeah, just leave it. Leave it.
All right. Okay.
And let your brain do something else. You'll never know what.
I can't do that if I'm driving.
But exactly.
If I'm driving, I can't let my brain do something. Okay, I'll be driving.
You know what I mean? Sometimes even halfway through a song, it lifts again.
Yeah.
It kicks. Don't. Because I think that's deathly. The chasing it, because your expectation is, I want the kick, I want a kick. It's never going to happen.
Okay.
Because you've already got into the danger zone.
Danger.
Kenny Loggins, danger zone.
No, I wasn't thinking that at all. But
I'd gone to
Electric Six.
Electric Six.
Which is probably not a good thing at all.
Danger zone.
High voltage. Anyway.
But that's what I mean about chasing dopamine. I think in all sorts of ways it doesn't work. I eat.
Yeah.
And I love it. So I love cooking. I've said before, I love cooking. I love cooking because I love eating. And that's great. And when sometimes I'm on control my diet, so it's sensible and it's not too much. And some of the food is absolutely lovely. Dopamine, why did I start this sentence? But actually, there comes a point where if you're just eating trying to find the right track,
dopamine. It becomes that chase,
you're chasing it.
Because
the low, the day's not working out. So you might have a packet of crisps because it kicks the dopamine in. But if that doesn't do much, then the danger is to keep chasing that. So then it's a packet of nuts, and then
you
it's
would
the biscuits,
cycle.
and then it's
and that's like me searching
and then there's
through
nothing
that
else
track.
left in the house, and that's like you searching through the track. Problem for me is, you searching through a track doesn't do you any harm unless you're doing it and you're looking at the radio and not looking at the road.
Yeah.
But I get to the stage where I've cleared the house of things you're supposed to eat, and then start eating the packet of raisins,
Do you mean the stuff
nuts,
that you're not meant
the
to
food
eat? You cleared
stuff.
the house of all the bad
all the
stuff.
stuff that's there for cooking.
Yeah, so you start eating all the cooking chocolate or something.
Cooking chocolate, no chance. Cooking chocolate does not survive in this house unless it's been used for cooking. If it sits there, it does not last.
Because some people, I suppose, chase alcohol for
and
their
that's the
dopamine,
real danger.
There's
all sorts of medication. There's all sorts of legal drugs and illegal drugs that people chase for the dopamine.
For that, like, because my other one that I have is actually work. I enjoy the customer conversations, and that's another kind of boost of, oh yay, because it's an interaction that I can be relaxed with and things like that. The problem I get is the bad side of all that dopamine is when something's happening. So we've got police radio, something's happening.
Oh.
I'm there like...
That's exciting.
Yeah. But so then it's a bit like, oh, something's going... But then I get sidetracked because then I want to know more to grab my dopamine. So it becomes a distraction.
So something exciting is happening because the police have come round because there's a shoplifter. What, you go around looking for more shoplifters around town? To see, you want to chase the story, you want to follow the police to see what happens to them?
Well, yeah, that would be what I'd want to do, but I can't because I'm at work.
You can't. That's done now. It's over. That's over.
But then again, because it's such a fast pace of where I do work, that the next hit of dopamine is quickly there because customers need me and want something, or I'm asked to go and grab something from the basement or find out something. So there's always little bits throughout my day to get me through it. I mean, they're not huge.
I find music a problem with that because I would love. If it was me on my own, I would start the day with loud music. I mean, people. Do you ever get radio stations
on your own? You don't do that when you're on your own.
Your radio stations. Sorry, well, no, but your mum doesn't like Judas Priest first thing in the morning.
No,
she just doesn't.
But there have been holidays where I've remembered.
I'm on holiday then, so you have to put up with it.
You don't care whether you're...
but that's young people. That was a youth leader and I was doing youth work, and so you all needed waking up. So, So Blackfoot's Good Morning, great song for waking young people up. But it's that my need... Well, it was either Elvis's Jailhouse...
Yeah, that was
not Jailhouse Rock.
Was it Jailhouse?
No,
anyway,
Heartbreak Hotel.
Anyway,
that's irrelevant. That's an elephant. What was I saying? No, I was saying, but that's... I would just put on something really loud. I really annoyed me. Radio stations that start... And nearly all of them do it. They won't play loud music in the morning. Oh, it's morning. Let's have a gentle morning mood. No, there's nothing worse than a gentle morning mood. I don't want a gentle morning mood. What am I going to do with that? Just sink further and further down in my gentle morning mood. No, I need
maybe you should
full
write
throttle,
into Radio
rapid
2.
fire Judas Priest. Something
Why don't you write into
and then
Radio
I can dance,
2 and go...
And then I can sing and dance.
I know you'd like a slow morning.
But even Planet Rock do it. They can have a quieter morning mood.
Jazz.
No, thank you. Which is fine. Noise, music, it annoys other people. But then other times I need absolute silence.
But that's probably when you've had too much dopamine and you need to come down from your high.
I know I quite like the dopamine of that. Because then it's oversensitive. So the oversensitivity
gets too much.
As probably gets too much, and therefore I don't know what happens to dopamine in that situation. I have no idea. Does that dissipate it? I mean, does it disappear? Because it's not happy. I'm not happy anymore. There's noise. There's this. There's that. I've got that to do.
Your
I've got
level
this
probably
I've got emails to do. I've got this. There's too much. So the dopamine. So actually, just
it might be like
fine.
A suppressed sort of like again
sort of suppressed, suppressed.
It's sort of like your dopamine's there, and it could be a full canister of dopamine, we'll say, but because of the fact that these things have started to happen, like you're getting oversensitive by the noise, you're getting it's getting squished and squished and squished, so it's actually not. So I love that time. If I know it's, I probably wouldn't want it all day, but if I know there's a time when there's nobody else in the house, there's no chance of a disturbance, right? And I deliberately step into absolute silence, which I know some people would hate, but I find that
just for half an hour, really energising, really.
Like you can actually think of what you need. Yeah.
Ideally, not think at all. Just listen to the silence.
So I do that when I've had a half term, we've had summer holidays, and we've had lots going on. Yeah. And it's been constant for like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But it's not bad constant, it's just happy constant of memory making, whatever.
Yeah. No, it's great.
But then the kids have gone to school and I've come home and I know I don't need to do anything for the day. Like there's not much to do. Yeah. And the first thing I do is just stand in my kitchen and just listen.
And just listen for the nothingness of it all.
And there is nothing there. And I will stand in my kitchen for about 5 minutes going, listen.
And that's interesting for me because that feels like a dopamine kick in the same way as a coffee lifts the day. Actually finding that space also.
Because then once I've had that 5 minutes of standing listening, I'm like, right, okay, cup of tea, let's get on to the thing that needs achieving that day.
Yeah.
Because I've got that sense of no one's going to need me. No one's going to be asking me 1,000,001 questions.
Let's dig into the negative dopamine chasing, which is not going to be easy. And certainly some of it I will leave out because you're my daughter.
You won't surprise me, I don't think.
No, I don't know.
I mean, come on, you've surprised me with many a thing in this podcast so far.
Well, whatever. The clear and obvious one for me is constantly eating.
Yes.
So I'm a bit overweight as I am now, but I used to be much more overweight, and that's not safe or good or helpful.
No, but you used to put that down to what you thought was. Well, it probably was with being sad with depression.
So some sort of mental health thing.
You kind of...
Yeah, it's that cycle, mental health cycle of getting depressed, so you cheer yourself up by eating and then you're sad because you've eaten. So you let yourself down because you've eaten too much, because or eating the wrong things, or usually eating too much of the wrong things.
Yeah. But what you've now worked out is that your dopamine, you're chasing the
and maybe the two, whether it's mental health or ADHD, the cycle is the same.
Yes.
Because you are chasing dopamine. I think the come down is easier now I know it's ADHD.
Yeah.
As I know what I've done. I sort of did when I put it down to mental health issues, but you are harder on yourself.
Yes.
You really, my counsellor said I was harder on myself.
Which you are. You are too hard.
Say I. We all know that. I was hard on myself.
You are always hard. You've always been.
So... That doesn't help. So you put weight on, then you feel awful. So negative dopamine stuff. Yeah.
I don't know what I've had in bad. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, there's...
Maybe when I was younger it was going out every weekend, maybe.
Well, as kids you sort of chase the alcohol stuff.
But I don't do that anymore.
As little kids. And is that dopamine chasing? Is that just exciting? I mean, it is, because... And is it any worse for ADHDers? I don't know, but I think it can be.
Yeah.
Once, like anything that's addictive, and chasing dopamine is addictive.
Yeah.
And so once you throw in the addictive nature of alcohol, the addictive nature of drugs, then combine those two, then that's a really dark rabbit hole to fall down. Because,
and obviously if all your friends are kind of going off as well, and we spoke about kind of wanting to feel fit, if they're all doing the drinking thing you'd want to fit in, so you get the dopamine of I'm in with the crowd, going, and obviously without realising it is bad dopamine you're chasing, because at the end of that night you're drunk, you've woken up, you're hungover, but that's bad. So apart from that, when I was younger, I don't think I chase anything. Maybe shopping, but
shopping. I mean, some people do that, don't they? It's the dopamine of shopping and buying things. And certainly I've done that. I mean, I think you do that. I mean, I've got into a lot of debt over the years because you're trying to make yourself happier by buying things,
Yeah.
which doesn't, or even giving yourself experiences. That's the thing now. You young people, you all want experience. I want an experience.
I don't just want
Don't just
rubbish.
live and
I
enjoy
want-
your life. You know, I'm going to have an experience, create memories.
I'm going to have an experience
I'm
day
going to
and then
experience
ride a
and make some
fast
memories.
car.
I'm going to make some memories. You don't make memories, they just are. You don't have to make them. They exist in your head.
What everyone does now, we making
You
family
don't need
memories.
to make memories. They exist. You know, back in the day, in your grandparents' time, nobody made memories. They just appeared. It was like in nature. It's like you don't make flowers either. They're just there. You don't have to make them. They exist. They're just... Yeah.
You've just burst everyone's bubble listening.
No,
about
it's
them
quite
going
right. It
off.
should be bubble bursting, making a memories. I can make you a memory. Punch you in the face. That'll make you a memory. There, remember that.
Violent.
It is a bit. You know, I wouldn't ever.
Just a
So I'm a
disclaimer out
coward,
there, he has
but
never punched
It
me.
would be a memory.
What the...
I'd make a memory. I might not catch it on my phone because I'll get arrested, but still a memory. I can make a memory
Okay.
because it's an experience. I don't know if that's all chasing dopamine. I mean, certain experiences you do spend too much money. So spend too much money on FA Cup semi-final tickets.
Yeah.
Fine. Spend too much money on taking my daughter to a concert in Wembley. That's a VIP special, you know. But you do it to
But it
chase
was memories.
But we made. But I didn't do it to make memories. I did it to fill our heads with dopamine.
And to make sure I liked you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, to make sure I wasn't rejected at any stage.
I think that's the thing, is those two come very close. Like when you chase dopamine, it's that hit of when you're chasing it, is it for you, for personal reasons? So that becomes like the food, the alcohol, the drugs, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then there's the other side of it, which is you're chasing it for fitting in.
Yeah, which is why I got into theatre in the first place.
Because it was all about you.
Because it's all about me. As you,
And everyone smiles at you.
and everybody thinks I'm great, and they all go,
all about
"Woo!"
you.
And that's a huge show. I mean, there's
Yeah.
not much more. That's why rock musicians do it, theatre people do it, because the dopamine hit of having a crowd of people cheer you,
Yes.
or applaud you,
Must be massive.
is huge. And then complete strangers coming up to you afterwards saying, "Oh, it was great. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that." Huge. There's very few things higher than that. I mean, it knocks drugs out of the park completely because
Because it's a different-
There's
yeah.
not the downer is not the same afterwards.
No.
Though it does exist because in the end it disappears. The show
Yeah.
the show is over. You know,
I mean, I
all
have
the cliches.
it where if we've been out for the day, it's been a great day, it's all been fun, and it's like, woo, and then you kind of come home and it's a bit like, oh.
Yeah, it's that horrible coming off your holidays
it's-
feeling
yeah,
of
it's-
the empty.
it's finished.
Back to normal. Or taking the Christmas decorations down.
But yeah,
That
because
sort of-
you decorate your house. Not
Me?
excessively. Not you.
Me?
Not you.
I don't lift a finger.
Not
I
you.
sit there drifting away, thinking Christmassy thoughts while watching your mum put all the decorations up.
Yeah. That's about right.
But that performance thing, sorry to go back to the performance thing, is what I had as a child all the way to what your grandma would say, stop showing off.
I was going to say, you
Philip,
would
stop showing off.
classed as showing off.
Because that's where I got dopamine from.
Yeah.
I didn't realise how difficult that was until I got older.
Right.
Because when you start doing it professionally or any sort of performance-related stuff, the amount of energy and work it takes to get yourself on stage,
Yeah.
to open your
And
mouth and do
I've
the thing.
seen it
But as a
from-
kid, as a
love
teenager,
it.
you just did it, and
Yeah.
everybody said you were great, which is lovely.
But I would see
wasn't that
you,
good, but
like, almost destroy your own dopamine
oh,
when you did...
I'm intrigued now.
Well, when you would do a performance,
Yeah.
when, you were great. Everyone thought you were amazing. But when you knew something went wrong or you didn't do
Oh, yeah.
something right, you would come off the stage, and rather than enjoying all the dopamine of everyone saying how good you were,
Yeah,
and
but
how
I got
good
that
you
wrong.
are,
That should have been
in
right.
your head, and you would tell me that you would say this to me and Mum afterwards because we're your safe space, of all the things in your head that you did wrong. So rather than actually enjoying the fact that everyone around you didn't care that you slipped and messed up and it wasn't part of the thing.
Didn't even notice
because we didn't notice, but you did. You would then keep hold of that. Oh, we weren't meant to do that. And rather than
So what is that? Is there any ADHD connection in that, or is that just a diva?
No, I think that would be your ADHD of going, well, it wasn't perfect. Like, there would be something. I don't know what it would be.
So sort
but
of
you destroying your own high of dopamine because you're focusing on your negatives.
So does that become a hyperfixation thing?
So then you've
hyperfixated on the performance of getting it right.
Yeah, because obviously you've practiced, you know your lines, you've worked.
Most of them.
Not all of them, but as in you've practiced and you know what should have happened, and when that thing wasn't supposed to happen or didn't work,
didn't come off.
You then just go, well, that was rubbish. Even though everyone around you...
Well, I don't say it was rubbish, but it's that sense of but.
Yeah.
But there was a bit missing. It would have been so much better if I'd got everything right.
Nobody would have no one noticed because we didn't know what it was meant to look like. We saw what we saw and we all loved it.
Yeah. We are running out of time. I mean, I suppose that's my biggest... food and showing off are my biggest dopamine chasers. I tried drugs when I was younger, teen and drugs, uni drugs, fine, they're lovely. Don't do them if it's illegal, but they do what they do, and they fill the space, But I think I was in the right place to be able to go, oh, that's really dangerous.
Yes.
But that's not the best place to make yourself feel happy because it's going to destroy you.
I'm guessing drugs back in
Oh, they're a lot gentler.
Your kids.
Yeah, when I was younger, a lot
nowadays
gentler.
it's
they're a lot harder to get hold of as well, and a lot gentler.
They're all mixed with stuff. So
it's
don't do drugs, guys.
Stuff.
Let's not talk about drugs anymore because it's not good.
Well, that's a chaser, and it's.
However, I am on drugs.
Deeply does affect things. You were on amphetamines anyway, so whatever. Sex is another one, but we won't go there. Oh, look, we've run out of time.
Would you look at that, guys? Phew! Thank goodness for that.
That one. So we'll leave that one hanging.
No, we won't come back to that at all. No, we're not going to talk about sex.
Well, that's another.
But it is another dopamine chaser, yes. But we're not going to ever come back to that.
Apparently, we're not going to go there. Anyway, time's up.
Yeah.
and stay happy, everyone.
Go chase your dopamine.
Go chase dopamine in a nice, safe, legal way. I suggest some very loud, I don't know, skillet or bowling for soup, as always.
Massive wagons.
Massive wagons. Anything.
Go for it.
Music written by Benjamin Tissot, supplied by bensound.com. Free music for videos. A Dad and His Daughter podcast is a Perfect Little Gentleman production.